So, Barb, tell me about SC Toys and when you got started and, kind of why you started a toy shop.
Well, thanks for having me today, Tom. And the reason I started the toy business is I kind of fell into it. I was working in a mom and pop shop up in Anoka, and it was a vintage doll. And the proprietor also made quilts, so it was called the Doll and Quilt Store.
Okay.
And then I worked there for several years, and she suddenly passed away. So her husband approached me like, oh, can we form a partnership? I'd like to keep the store going. And I was just graduating from college after a stint in the Army.
Yeah.
So
I saw that.
I know.
That's great.
It's just kind of a weird path. But I said, sure. So we formed a partnership, an LLC.
Okay.
And then we got along so well and ended up getting married.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I married into the business.
Okay.
But he was a silent partner. Not so silent partner. So anyway, we took a tour to Red Wing, stopped in Hastings. Actually found the 212 2nd Street building. It was for lease, but my husband was way into real estate, so he did not want to lease it, he wanted to buy it.
Okay.
So we ended up buying the property. We moved all our stuff down here one cold January day, right? And opened up, and then eBay came online.
Yeah.
And kind of really took the fun out of vintage stuff and really was stealing a lot of the market. And I thought, this is just not sustainable.
Right.
And all the while had my eyes on the other big toy company in Minneapolis area, Creative Kids Stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I always had a penchant for education, even though I did not pursue an education career, but felt that there's a good opportunity for kids to be learning in their own homes because they're in school for 6 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
But the opportunities for learning never end at the school.
Yeah.
So when the Beanie Baby trend came out, it took a lot of that found money and converted all my inventory into new products.
Okay.
So that's kind of how the long-winded version
All right.
of how it all got going. But
And this is still the same
this
property.
is still the same property. So
Okay.
coming in April later this year, we will have been here in business in Hastings for 27 years.
My goodness. That's
So,
great.
Yeah, and it's
Wow.
It's been we've had our ups and downs, in the business and through life,
Yep.
but
Yep.
we keep chugging. I am committed to this community,
Yeah.
committed to the kids in this community, and trying to make the kids in our lives, more creative, educated, in a fun and learning environment outside of school.
Yeah.
Learning opportunities are all around us.
So it's more about education. Obviously, you're having fun at the same time,
Absolutely.
but it's a way of educating people through
Absolutely.
toys or through games or things like that.
Absolutely. Being, I hear a lot from parents and grandparents. Oh, projects. Projects are big because they're concerned about the amount of time kids are spending in front of screens.
Yes.
So when they come in to buy something, they want to get something screen-free.
Yeah.
That's creative, that uses your mind and your hands and kind of going in that direction to make them doing educational projects, but fun.
Definitely. And they're doing something with either their siblings or their parents or their grandparents.
Absolutely, and that's another component of bringing in another either generation or working on collaboration and cooperativeness that sometimes screens don't really allow.
Right, right. Maybe it's someone in another state that you're communicating with that you've never seen before.
Right, exactly.
But, the time that I know my kids have spent with my parents when they were living, and how, those are memories that you're going to build forever.
Absolutely.
Playing games or puzzles or
That's right.
the train tracks or whatever it is.
Exactly.
And now you're going to be on the Arts and Culture Commission.
That is correct also. When I stepped away from city council, I said, you know what, I'm not done being engaged in the community. I'm just going to be engaged in a different capacity.
Right.
And not
right.
knowing at that time, and that was 12 years ago, 10 years,
Yeah.
sometime, that I would be on a commission, and then in the Arts and Culture Commission.
How do you feel that is important to Hastings, to have arts and culture?
I think it's hugely important. For one thing, and in my business, I love kids, and I like to buy products that are creative and encourage that creativity. So I think any way we can create creativity
Yeah.
on different levels and different capacities is always a good thing. And then when kids come in and buy a kit, sometimes it's intimidating because they don't want to do it wrong.
Right.
But then they see other people out in the community doing creative activities. And I think it just gives them a sense that, wow, I can do that too. A sense of empowerment and just wanting them to be more creative.
Yeah.
And that's another reason to get kids away from screens.
Right.
Not that you can't do creative stuff with screens, but I feel that it's just more substantial, more concrete if you can do a physical object versus doing something with a screen. One thing that I like about the Jellycats is the thoughtfulness that they put into their product, their creative design. Their choice of fabrics is
Very soft.
top of the line.
Yeah.
These also ended up to be my top selling plush line in the entire store. They just make you smile, and anything
Right.
that makes us smile is a good thing.
Yeah.
So, perfect gift, especially for like infants and toddlers.
Yeah.
And everybody's, it's always welcome to get a book. And then if you get a critter with a book, that
Yeah.
just solidifies the engagement between
Sure.
a child, the caregiver, adult reading the book, and then he has his own little stuffy to act out the actions in the book.
Right. Here.
Puzzle Twist,
Yes.
Minneapolis-based company.
Great.
So for me, it's awesome to support another local business. So Tony Nelson, the owner of the company, took this idea and he contracts with artists. So the cover of the box
Oh.
is going to be slightly different than your finished puzzle.
No.
Now, people either love them or they hate them. There's usually nothing in between.
Yeah.
The people that really like a challenge, they're all into the puzzle twist
Right.
because you don't really know what the finished puzzle is.
Oh, funny.
So they employ a lot of upper Midwest artists.
Okay.
This is Michael Brower. Michael Brower, local Twin Cities artist.
Okay.
And he's got,
And that's the Seattle.
I think
Yeah.
he's got 8 different titles of his puzzles
Nice.
with Puzzle Twist. Everything here has some kind of a squish factor to it.
Oh,
And this is like
mac and
the
squeeze.
middle
Funny.
school age kids.
Yeah.
Ish. Those are, yeah,
Yeah.
the trendy.
Gosh.
Yeah.
How do you find out about the latest? Do you go to conventions? Do you look online? There's got to be like
All of
Facebook
the
groups or
above.
whatever?
I
Yeah.
belong to a specialty toy organization.
Okay.
That, we have a convention in June. We're always sharing information. I follow other specialty retailers' web pages, Facebook
Right.
pages, to see what they're highlighting. I always am listening to my customers,
Yep.
and when I get repeated calls for a certain product, then I know I have to get on board.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there are the shows to go to and look for trends there as well.
Sure.
What we're seeing huge too is a lot of retro.
Right.
And I feel that parents and grandparents, when they go to give a gift, especially grandparents, they know how this works. They've experienced it, so they
Yeah.
liked it. It's on the shelf. It must be popular again. So
Right.
it's an easy, like, oh yeah, let's do that because we remember how much fun we had with it
Yeah.
when we were kids.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So you don't have to relearn it. So this was actually designed by
Oh.
a Hastings artist,
Oh, really? Okay.
Donna Brooks.
Oh, yeah.
So totally open-ended. So
Mm-hmm.
I had wanted to demo. So this is my version, so people
Okay.
can see what a finished product would look like.
Yeah.
And that's
Wow, how
where-
nice.
And we always want to try and partner with people in our community and expose other community members to great works. You're looking for somebody to do something, you have a kit, and if they're at that particular age, they should be able to do it independently. That's huge,
Oh, yeah.
because then you don't have to ask the parent to sit with the child. Not
Right.
that they wouldn't want to, but if they're on a Zoom call or
Sometimes.
doing other house cleaning or something, making meals.
So our thanks today to Barb Hollenbeck, the owner of SC Toys down at 212 2nd Street East here in Hastings. Thanks a lot, Barb, for coming on Hastings Happenings today. For more information, you can go on sctoysmn.com or just stop into SC Toys on 2nd Street in downtown Hastings.